Hi, welcome back to my channel. I am Amanda in the Dallas, Texas suburbs in Zone 8A, and today I'm going to be talking to you about my fall garden plans. Now, I don't really have huge plans for my garden because I think a lot of things that I have planted will continue to grow throughout the fall. However, if I do need to plant some new things, I will definitely replant where I need to. So let's start over here. So I do have some potatoes that I want to plant and see if I can get a fall harvest before the freeze. So we'll see if that works out. I haven't yet planted any of the potatoes, and I still have my spring potatoes over here, some of my spring potatoes. The tomatillos, I think, are probably going to be okay throughout the fall, so I am just going to leave these. Now, if that changes, of course, I'll pull them out and plant something else. Where I have the Spanish peanuts, I'm undetermined if I am going to redo the soil to make it more sandy and try peanuts again for the fall, or if I'm going to repurpose this for maybe a winter squash. Or maybe I'll do some of each, and one pot of a summer squash and one pot of the Spanish peanuts just as an experiment and see what happens. That's kind of my plan. Now my tomatoes, I do have my seedlings that I am planning on putting back in the grow bags this year. Ultimately, for my tomatoes, I want to have a garden bed over in this area that's going to come over here, and this will be like a 2 foot by 8 foot, and then another one on this section, 2 foot by 8 foot, with cattle panels for supports in the middle of it, and plant my tomatoes over here. However, as you can see, this is not yet ready, so I am going to continue to use the grow bags for the fall. Hopefully in the spring, this tomato garden bed area will be ready, but if not, then I'll just continue to use the grow bags. So I'm not really planning to make any changes to my blackberries over here. I might move them. I had thought about moving them more to the garden area, but they are doing really well in the sun, so I might just leave them here. My melons, my cantaloupe, and oh look, I actually have a melon on this one. I wonder what type of melon this is. I do actually have a melon. So hopefully that's a cantaloupe, but I don't know what it is. I will just leave these to grow. I don't know how long these will last. They'll probably last until the first freeze, so I'm just going to let them grow. My watermelon plants, again, I'm just going to let them grow until the freeze kills them. Banana plants, hopefully will be fine. Now my garden beds. My plan for now is to leave the vines with the melons and the Armenian yarlongs, but when it comes time to plant onions and garlic, I want to fill the rest of the area with onions and garlic. And then hopefully by that time, these vines will be towards the end of their life, and I can pull them out if I need to and just plant onions and garlic to grow over the winter. My strawberry wall will stay as strawberries, just going to leave those alone. Over here again, I'm going to leave my strawberry watermelon to grow through the fall until the freeze kills it. Going to leave this green stalk alone. Going to leave my herb green stalk alone as well. I do have a couple of holes where things have died, so I might replant something if it makes sense for fall, but otherwise I'll probably just wait until spring to replant something in here. My tomatillos and peppers. So if this continues to do okay, then I will just let them grow. But as you can see, like this tomatillo, the husk is turning brown already, and I don't think the tomatillo is ready yet. I have some leaves that look spotted with white, and the plants themselves are looking a little bit pale yellow. So if this does not work out, then I am planning to put lettuce and spinach in this green stalk. Or maybe I get another green stalk and just have a lettuce and spinach green stalk. My husband just made a funny face. Hopefully the tree will make a comeback. And then each of these grow bags will be for tomatoes still. And you can see I did pull out some of my tomatoes already, the ones that didn't have any tomatoes on them or weren't producing well. I already pulled out in preparation for the fall season. I hear that fall is the best time to plant tomatoes for this zone because the sun isn't as hot and you'll get more of a harvest. So I'm hoping that's the case because I didn't get to can any of my tomatoes this year. And I'm hoping that I will get that experience. I've never canned before and I really wanted to can tomatoes, so I'm looking forward to that in the fall, hopefully. I am going to leave my peppers as long as they will grow and producing. In these purple grow bags, this is what I originally had onions in, and I will probably put onions and garlic in these grow bags for the fall. I'll probably just leave the basil until it dies back for the winter. I don't know, you can never have too much basil. I still have my spring potatoes over here, but I'm not going to plant as many potatoes this year, I don't think. So once I'm planted out the potatoes I have, if I still have space in these grow bags, I might venture with something else, maybe some winter squash, maybe a broccoli or something. I'm going to leave the peppers. Tomatoes will be replaced with my seedlings. And the watermelons, if they make it in the back, you can see lots of brown leaves there, I will leave those until they die back from the winter. The grapes should be fine. And over here in this garden bed, the corn, I don't know how much longer the corn has and if it's actually going to produce well or not, but I'm going to leave it until it starts to die back. I know the stalks will just turn brown when it's done, so I will wait for that to happen. If it does die back and I have plenty of time to plant onions and garlic for next spring, I will do that. I will plant that in the fall and use this garden bed for more onions and garlic. Now, if my old garden bed is still producing corn and I'm like, oh, that's great, I'm gonna just leave it as corn, then I'll plant the onions and garlic in this flower bed. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell to get notified when I post new videos.